have to share with you. Me and Stan just submitted our official marriage certificate. We're now officially married. From today onwards, I am now Stan's one and only bride. Isn't that great?
Oh, great. Well, congratulations, I guess.
But that's not the best part. Since today is officially going to be our anniversary, he even got a nice cake ready for us to eat. I mean, I would have been happy with just any old cake. Mainly because it's the thought that really counts. But Stan, he went and got a cake from a patisserie. It's such a nice high-end cake, I can barely contain myself. He said that he had a friend of his make the cake special for him. I mean, if he's willing to go that far just to make me happy, he must really love me, right?
Yeah, you might be right. I feel so good for you that you're able to feel loved by my ex-husband. Oh, that must be truly lovely, being able to eat a cake from some patisserie. Stealing your friend's husband must have really been worth it then, huh?
Oh, April, don't be like that. It's hard to really talk to you when you're so prickly like that. Your friend just got married to someone that they truly love. Don't you want to send at least a few words of genuine happiness? Don't you think that you're being a little rude with how you're responding with so much sarcasm?
Just because I'm not starting off with any insults or anything doesn't mean that I'm going to go along and give you some type of genuine congratulations. Who in their right mind would want to give any type of congratulations to someone like you? More than that, instead of talking about congratulations, I would like you to pay the money that you still owe me as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. But as you know, since I am married to Stan now, I'm going to be leaving all of the financial stuff to him now. So I don't know anything about what you're talking about. So if you want to talk about money, go ahead and talk to Stan.
You don't know? You're really going to go ahead with that kind of excuse? The money that you owe me, are you really going to have Stan pay for everything for you? Is that your plan?
Of course it is! I mean, Stan is the CEO of a company. Why would he be paying these things for me? I mean, for things like this, wouldn't it be better for the person that actually has the money to pay?
Really?
I don't nearly have as much money as Stan does. And not only that, but I've recently quit my long-standing job. Which is exactly why all the money that I do owe you, I am not going to be paying. Simply because I don't have the means to. So I'll be leaving all of that to Stan. Meanwhile, I'll be doing the only thing that I can do. I'll be providing a beautiful, loving smile and a comfortable home for him to always come back and relax after a long day at work. But when he's not home, I'll be living the high life in our new mansion.
Sorry, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Mansion?
Oh, intrigued by the mansion talk? I'm so glad you asked. It seems that Stan had more than just a cake ready for us on our first anniversary. He actually got us ready to live in a nice, beautiful mansion starting from today. Which is why I'm riding in his luxury car going to visit the new luxury mansion, where we're going to be living.
Really?
Him being this caring and loving, I don't think I can really handle it all. I mean, isn't it just amazing? A new husband getting a cake and the whole mansion ready for their new bride? It's just so amazing. I'm basically a princess. Not only that, but he is completely focused on me. I can't help but think that I hit the jackpot, and I'll be living the high life from now on. So I really must thank you, April. If you didn't get thrown away by Stan, none of this could have happened. It's like a dream, being able to live with a CEO in a giant mansion. I can't believe it.
I'm not really sure what you're going on about, but I'm the CEO.
What?
I'm sorry for doing this when you're pretty much on cloud 9, but I think I should really tell you this before you get too carried away by the cake. This might actually be a harsh reality check, but listening to you going on about all of this, I really can't follow along.
Reality check? What do you mean by that? Stan is the CEO, right? What about a reality check is there to talk about? Every day he works hard as the CEO of a company that deals with other companies as an intermediary. What needs to be reality checked?
Well, first, the company that you're talking about is actually mine, which would mean that I'm the CEO, not Stan. After the divorce, I had outed him from the company, and currently I'm fairly sure that he's jobless.
What? What are you talking about, your company? That doesn't even make any sense. Not just that, but you're saying that you outed him from the company? You're saying that he isn't even part of that company anymore.
Well, I guess if you want to be technical about it, you could say that he is the former CEO. We kind of had a dual CEO type of setup at the company, and that was how we kind of kept pitching it.
Dual CEO type of setup? What are you talking about?
I mean, there are many different roles and things that you can be at a company. Having a dual CEO concept just gave him the power that a normal CEO usually has. I mean, I had originally brought up the company from scratch, but since he had offered to help at a time when there weren't many people around that would, I made him the co-CEO of the company. He even went as far as quitting his own company to help out with the company, so it was the least that I could do, really.
That's what happened?
But then he went and started cheating with you, which ultimately led to our divorce. Then why in the world would I want to continue working with a man who had cheated on me? So I had him thrown out of the company. Though I never hoped that it would happen like this, I did take extra precaution when making him the co-CEO by keeping the company and all the paperwork in my name. Which meant that when he was caught with you, I had no trouble getting him to leave the company. Honestly, it was surprisingly smooth.
Wait just a minute. I never heard about any of this from Stan. Stan was always saying that he was managing the company. He was even saying that it was his company.
Well, he wasn't exactly wrong. He was technically the CEO, even if you failed to mention it being a shared position. But I guess if he wanted to be more accurate, he could have said that he was the managerial CEO at his wife's company. But I guess that doesn't really roll off the tongue like I'm the CEO does. Either way, right now, since I had him removed from the company, he is simply a jobless cheater. Great catch you got there.
Wait, then what about the mansion that he was telling me so much about? He said that we were going to be living in the mansion together. What's going to happen with that? If he doesn't have a job, then there is no way that he'll be able to pay for something like that, right? But also, the money that I owe you, what about that? I mean, Stan is going to actually pay you, right? He'll be able to do that for me, right?
How in the world do you expect me to know that information? You're still in the car with him, correct? Why don't you ask him? He should be sitting right next to you.
I'm too scared. I can't ask something like that.
Oh, and by the way, when me and Stan were together, we were living in a fairly average-sized place. Nothing special about it. We couldn't really afford to live in some lavish mansion in the city.
Huh? Really? I thought that you were living in some nice mansion as well. But you're saying that you were living in a normal place?
I mean, if the company was an international corporation, then that might be more fitting. But the company is still pretty localized. It's not like we were broke, but definitely not enough to live in complete luxury. So what's got me curious is how he was expecting to buy you some lavish mansion. Especially since even when he did have a job, he couldn't live in one.
What's going on here? I'm actually getting scared. Where is he taking me? What's going to happen to me? There is actually going to be a mansion where we're going, right? He even said that there would be this cake there waiting. He didn't just lie about all of this, did he? He promised that I would be living the high life from now on, that we'd be living in a life of luxury.
Oh, you must be so excited. I bet you can barely contain yourself. Right. Well, enjoy your new married life. Hope that it's not too full of surprises. Why did you have to go and tell Rachel that I don't have a job anymore? It's because of that she went ballistic and screamed to be let out of the car. It was a hassle just to get her back into the car. I mean, hiding things like that from your marriage partner is much worse than telling her about it, right? So, where is it that you were taking her? She seems to have the idea that you were taking her to some huge mansion. No matter how you think about it, there is no possible way for you to get something like that ready now, is there? My parents' house. I finally was able to get her to calm down and just got here. Wait, what? Your parents' house? I mean, it's not like I was lying, right? That house has been passed through my family for generations. The house itself is even said to be the biggest house in town. Nothing about what I said was a lie. I mean, even if you weren't technically lying, that's still completely different from what you were selling her. Who goes around saying that they're going to take their fiancé to live in a fancy large mansion, then fail to mention that it is actually their parents' house? I actually feel a little bad for her. I can't imagine what it would feel like to be told that you're going to be spending your newly married life with your in-laws. I mean, even if we're going to be living together, it's only temporary. There are a ton of things that I have to get back on track. This is only until all of that is over. Good to hear. How did Rachel take that excuse? I mean, just a little bit ago, she thought you were the CEO of a company, but then found out that you're actually jobless. Not only that, but her new husband's promised fancy mansion is actually just his parents' house. The only thing that I can picture is her completely fuming. About that. You'll be pleased to know that her reaction is nothing like you'd expect. In fact, Rachel is completely thrilled with the idea. Seriously? She's thrilled? At first, she was going on about being fooled or me lying to her, but once I explained the situation, she did a complete 180 and fell in love with the idea. She saw the house and realized that she would one day be inheriting the mansion and all that was inside, which completely changed her mind. She started to let out the cutest smile that you could imagine. Not only that, but after I explained about my next job, she was even more excited than before. Oh, so you already found another job then? I didn't know about that. Yeah. Right after leaving the company, I had a call from one of my old friends. He said that he'd pay me as much as an executive, as long as I go and work with him. Needless to say, I immediately took the offer. Wow, so you're going to be getting a director's salary. Isn't that just amazing? So that means that all the money that you owe me from the divorce is going to be easily paid for, right? Seriously, how long are you going to make me wait for you to pay me? Oh, April, don't be so hasty now. Once I get the director's position, I'll pay you back right away. In fact, I'll even double the money that I owe you, just for good measure. Well, aren't you just a generous ex-husband? Well, I guess that just is the blessing of getting a director's salary. You have the freedom to be a little generous. Next month, I'll be going through the various procedures and officially become the company's director. Once I'm director, I'll be bringing the company international and start making tons of money. After that, I'll move out of my parents' house with Rachel. With all the money that I'll be making, I'll get a whole new mansion built especially for her. She must be completely thrilled then, you having all those big promises that you're giving her. Once the new house is finished, I'll even invite you to the housewarming party. I'll make sure to show even you what it's like to see someone who is going up in the world.
April, listen to this! Yesterday, apparently the place that I was being taken to was actually Stan's parents' house.
I already heard all about that from Stan. I thought you were going to rip him a new one, but it seems that you're actually really happy about it.
I mean, of course, at first I was completely caught off guard. But once I saw the property and all the things inside it, I realized that one day it would all be mine. So I thought I'd forgive him for the little deceit that he did. I never realized that Stan had such a big inheritance lined up for him. The best part is that there were tons of extremely expensive artworks and things scattered throughout the whole house. If we're living with them for the time being, then I'll have all the time in the world to have a little price check on everything.
Price check? Really? Honestly, you're something else if the first thing that you think about when visiting your in-laws' place is to see how expensive everything is.
Please, April, contain your jealousy. It's really not a good look for you. No matter how bitter you may feel for not being able to inherit all this stuff, it's quite rude to talk about others like that.
Wow, really? You're calling me bitter.
Too bad, huh? Not only the husband that you loved, but also all the inheritance that you would have gotten. Seriously, who cares if you're the CEO of some middle-of-the-road company that no one has even heard of? Compared to the mansion and all the things that I'm going to get in the future, your company is nothing more than some garbage left on the side of the road.
You're really going to call the company that I built from the ground up trash that you'd find on the side of the road?
Oh, please, don't get so full of yourself. Just because you were able to make a small company. No matter how you look at it, between the two of us, I'm the one who is truly winning at life here. Not only is my husband going to be the director at a company, but I have all of this inheritance to look forward to.
I hate to break it to you, but all that inheritance that you're talking about is actually going to be mine.
Wait, what?
The more I just let you go on, the more you start spouting off. It's not me who's getting full of themselves. I told you yesterday that you should really start facing reality, right? But instead of listening to me, you just fill yourself with hot air like an idiot. Honestly, maybe some of the cake that you ate yesterday somehow got stuck in your brain.
Please stop suddenly talking about strange things that don't make any sense.
Strange things? What are you talking about? Ever since the beginning, I've said nothing but the truth.
I mean, what you're talking about makes no sense at all. Why would my husband's inheritance all be given over to you? In what world would that make even the least amount of sense? You're only his ex-wife. Ex! You're basically a stranger to him now. So why would you be given any of the inheritance?
Well, because that's what I've been promised.
Promised? What do you mean?
You're at the house, right? So that means that Stan's parents are close by as well, right?
His parents? Well, Stan and them are talking in the living room. They said that they have an important topic that they have to discuss or something like that.
If that's the case, then you should really get in there and talk with them as well. If they're talking to him about what I think they are, then Stan is probably being given a lot of important news about the situation as we speak. The situation being that I already am the owner of the deed to the house and the land that it's on.
What? You own the deed to the house? You can't be serious.
How about you get the details from your new in-laws? I'm sure they have plenty of things that they need to tell you to. Since I'm actually pretty busy here at work today, I'll leave it to them to fill you in. April, what's going on here? I'm completely confused by this. Do you own the deed to my parents' house and their land? What are they talking about? I'm not going to accept this. This is completely against what's supposed to be happening. Well, it doesn't really matter if you accept it or not. I already have the paperwork and the legal standing of deed owner. As you should have heard from your parents, this is exactly what we have discussed and chosen to do. In fact, they pretty much begged me to use their house as collateral for everything, which is exactly the situation that they are in now. I mean, I heard about this from them, but I can't believe that this is actually happening. I mean, they started by saying that they lost tons of money in the housing market. They didn't tell me about this at all. Why wouldn't they inform me about them being in debt or losing so much money like that? Not only did they not tell me that they were putting themselves in debt, but the person that they became indebted to was you? Really? Why wouldn't they even choose to discuss this with me? I'm their son. I mean, it could be precisely because you're their son. In fact, they even told me to keep all this a secret from you. Probably due to their pride of being your parents. They didn't want to borrow money from you, nor make you worry about their financial troubles. They would do something like that? I say that, but I really can't understand the reasoning of instead of asking their son's wife for the money. As for me, since they were your parents, I couldn't really refuse. Then, when they put their house up for collateral, I really couldn't refuse. For goodness sake, with things turning out like this, I can't do anything about it. If I pay you back the money that they owe you, you'll give back the deed to the house and all that, right? I mean, that's obvious. Of course I will. After all, it's just collateral. Also, since we just got divorced and there are quite a few things that you have to think about, I'm not going to be so cruel as to force you to pay back everything at once. I'll stick to the original plan. As long as you pay the monthly payments, with interest, there won't be any problems. Really? You'll do that? But the real question is, do you think that you can really make sure to pay me back without having to ask for any extensions? Extensions? What are you talking about? Oh, you haven't heard from your parents? They're already behind on their payments and have been asking me to wait for the payments. They've been asking for extensions since just before we got divorced. I think the excuse that they gave me was that the apartment that they tried to flip has had 0 buyers and they've been sitting on that debt the whole time, which is why they started a conversation as fast as they could to have me delay their payments. Of course, with everything that happened, I replied with a firm no. What? Are you serious? I never heard anything like that. They were saying that the property that they have was doing well, and the money that they were behind was going to come back right away. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. Who knows? Maybe there was a sudden influx of buyers recently that I didn't know about. Honestly, I don't really care either way, as long as the payments start coming in on time. Wait just a minute, April. When I was asking them to tell me what properties they purchased, they just started responding with, "Everything is going to be all right." They just did whatever they could to avoid telling me what they bought and kept me completely out of it. I mean, that just spells all types of bad, doesn't it? I'm going to check with them right now.
April! Please help me! What am I going to do? I just got done talking with Stan, and he said that we're going to be living with his parents forever!
Really? Last I remember, it was supposed to be only temporary.
He said that because of the situation that they are in, there is no room for us to leave them. I heard all about their failings in the housing market. But when Stan had gone to them to check on all their finances and see how bad it really was, he said that they were already in the deep red. They put so much money into flipping some of these properties, yet there are almost no buyers. Stan is talking about doing everything he can to restore their finances. But that means that from now on, we're going to have to live with them.
Oh my! Now that does sound pretty stressful. But if you think about it that way, then you're not going to be living with them forever. Just until they recover their losses, right? As Stan's new wife, that would mean that it's your job to help Stan stay cool and to be his support. I mean, he may be alright on the outside, but I can only imagine that he's panicking like mad on the inside.
More than Stan! I'm the one who's truly panicking. If we're not able to make the payments, that means that the house and the land, everything is going to be going to you, right? I just can't imagine all of my inheritance being stolen by you.
I mean, it's just the responsibility of the person who borrowed the money to pay it back, right? Could you stop making it look like I'm stealing or doing something unfair here?
What?
But hey, why are you sounding so glum? Even if his parents weren't able to do any of the payments, and they are in the red right now, the person that they are leaving all the finances in the care of, their golden child Stan, is there, right? He's saying that he's going to be the director of his friend's company or something like that, and that he's going to be steadily raking in the cash. With the amount of income that he's thinking he'll make, he'll be able to surely get your parents out of debt before you even know it. Oh, but before getting your in-laws out of their debt, I'd really like you to get yourselves out of debt with me first.
Director? That was all a load of crap! All that talk from the friend just went up in smoke. Now we're back to square one, where Stan is out of a job.
Whoa, really? So what happened?
That friend of Stan's completely betrayed him. Even though he was the one that invited Stan to work at the company as the director, after all this time pulling him along, he refused to make right of his promise. He said something like he only offered Stan the job because he thought he had experience building up a company. But when he found out that you built the company and that he was just a co-CEO, he quickly took away the offer.
Oh, now that's just too bad, isn't it?
I can't believe this was all taken out of the palm of our hands. I was completely counting on that director's pay to bring us out of this mess.
Oh, that does sound troublesome, huh? I mean, just to recap, Stan's parents are completely in debt with me, and their lovely home is now set to be mine because they can't make any payments. Your new husband, who was previously jobless because he divorced his boss, is now jobless again because his real credentials are coming to light. Oh, and don't forget the money that I've been constantly asking you to pay me back. That's still there. I mean, wow. It really does seem like a pretty much helpless situation for you guys.
Exactly! We're completely helpless right now. We need the money, and quickly. Not only that, but all the things that I've been expecting to get in the inheritance, they're thinking about just selling it all. All the inheritance that I've been looking forward to is quickly turning into dust in the wind. The worst part is all the money that they're getting from selling the paintings, they're going to put that money into their housing market scheme. I'm not going to even get a dime from all of the things that they're selling.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that Stan and his parents are still going to be putting money into their failing housing ventures?
That's exactly what I'm saying. They're talking about how they'll definitely find a place that can make them some profit. They're spending more and more money with various realtors buying more and more properties.
Well, that's a little surprising. But how about the results? Is there some potential in what they are buying? Are they at least getting close to their goal of getting out of the red?
Not even close! They're just racking up more and more debt. They're buying properties and talking about fixing them all up, spending money left and right. Even I know that what they are doing is just going to end up in failure.
Well, making an assumption like that is just mean, don't you think? I mean, Stan and his parents are working on this as a team, right? They are doing their best to make right of a sticky situation.
No more! Please, April! I'm begging you! I want to get away from this house as fast as I can. Can you come pick me up? Help me get out of this mess!
Really? You're going to try and run away all on your own? That's just unacceptable. You're Stan's wife, after all. You said it yourself, that you're going to be the one that constantly cheers on your hardworking husband, right? Something about using your beautiful smile to give him a break from his long day at work.
How could anyone make even a semblance of a smile in this situation? Please, April! Save me! If I stay here, I'll be stuck in this debt hell for the rest of my life!
Well, I guess that's just karma for you. Instead of being someone who thinks of themselves as simply a trophy wife, maybe you should start helping them. Anyway, I'm kinda tired of this conversation, so I'll leave it at that. Don't forget to start with the payments for the house, as well as the debt that you owe me. Later! Stan and his parents are continuously racking up more and more debt with their housing adventures. However, as for the money that they owe me, they've been surprisingly on time with the payments for the house. However, the other debts that Stan and Rachel have with me have been fairly slow. When Rachel finally did pay me back the money that she owed me, it didn't take long before she started begging me for the money back. She went with the reasoning that her new family is completely ruining her life and that she needs the money to properly get out of that mess. Just with the few interactions that I've been having with them, I can tell that the daily life in that house is pretty stressful. Other than the required interactions that I have to do with them as a lender, I pretty much just ignore them completely. Honestly, ignoring them has been one of the smartest things that I've done, as I've become much less stressed having to deal with Stan and all of them. Rumors coming around, however, have been saying that Stan and all of them are basically fed up with paying for the house payments. They are already preparing themselves to lose the house, and to eventually move into a much smaller place as a family of 4. I also heard that Rachel has been basically crying nonstop for being in a completely different situation than she originally imagined. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.
Hey, Aaliyah! Guess what? I have some surprising news for you!
Hey, Ivy. Ooh, girl, what's the news?
I'm getting married!
What? That's amazing! Congratulations!
Thanks! I've been waiting for this forever!
Who's the lucky guy? Is this the guy you've been talking about?
Yup! Finally, it's about time! After 2 years of going out, my boyfriend proposed to me! The proposal was everything I'd ever hoped for. Guess where he took me to propose? Disneyland! I felt like a true Disney princess at that moment.
Wow, that sounds very romantic. But I'm kind of worried for you.
What do you mean? Aren't you happy for me?
Yes, of course I'm happy for you. It's just that you told me before that your boyfriend is married already. No offense, but I thought you guys weren't in a committed relationship. You described him as your side man, like friends with benefits.
Well, it turned into something more than that. He chose me over his wife. We're in love now. I know you haven't been that supportive of me dating a married man, but he's made his choice now. We're finally going to be happy publicly. No more sneaking out. I could never be happier right now. Although that part was kind of fun, to be honest. I got to feel like a baddie while falling in love.
I see. I can't ever see myself falling in love with someone who's already married. But I guess anything's possible these days. At least you're happy.
Right? So tell me, Alia, how does it feel to be left by your husband? What is it like to be betrayed by the love of your life who chooses another girl over you?
Huh? I don't think anyone would love being cheated on. It's betrayal. Why are you asking me that?
I'm asking because your husband's a cheater. I was just curious about what it feels like to be cheated on.
Wait, how do you know about that? Where did you hear about my husband's cheating? I never told anyone.
I can't control my laughter right now. OMG. Oh, this is too hilarious. I wish I was in person to tell you this, but I can't wait anymore. The truth is about to come out.
Okay, I'm confused. What's going on, Ivy?
What if I tell you that I'm the one who your husband left you for?
Excuse me?
I'm marrying your husband. I mean, your ex-husband.
What?
Every time I talked about my boyfriend, you just say that I was being played and all, but you had no idea what you were talking about. Your husband and I were in love this entire time. I was trying so hard not to laugh whenever I talked to you. You were so clueless. Finally, the truth is out. Turns out that you were the one being played all this time.
Hold on, what's going on? Are you really the girl who my husband's been cheating with? I need a moment to process all of this.
I'm not just a girl he's cheating on you with. I'm his fiancée. Soon-to-be wife. You're just his ex-wife, so you have no right to act like a victim, okay?
Excuse me? Ivy, you're such a sweet girl to me. Are you sure this isn't some kind of prank? I can't believe you're telling me all of this.
Are you kidding? This isn't a prank. If you don't believe me, just ask him. I'm officially becoming Ivy Johnson. We're going to become the happiest couple ever. Just wait and see.
David, can we talk? It's urgent.
What?
Is it true that you were cheating on me with Ivy? She told me everything, including the fact that you proposed to her. She's my colleague, David. I can't believe you do this behind my back. How dare you? It's one thing you cheat on me, but to cheat with my colleague who's 10 years younger than us? You're disgusting.
What? She told you already? That little... this is why I can never trust younger women these days. They want to let the world know everything about them, don't they? I told her to wait until our wedding was over.
What? Don't ignore my questions. David, don't you have anything to say for yourself?
Okay, fine. Yes, it's true that Ivy and I are getting married. We've signed the papers already and we're planning on having our wedding soon. Oh, and don't worry about our divorce papers. I already took care of them.
Huh? What do you mean you took care of them?
I turned them in during my visit to the public office. I did you a favor so you wouldn't have to make your way to do it. Why don't you be thankful to me for making things easier?
I can't believe you did that before telling me anything. I told you that I wasn't ready to file for a divorce until we talked it all out. I've signed the papers, but I wanted to make sure I was on with the divorce. I wanted to talk to you before turning in the papers. Why did you do this?
Oh, shut up. If I waited on you, it would have taken forever, and I wouldn't have been able to marry Ivy soon. You always take time on making decisions. Life is too short for that. You knew about Ivy and me, but I bet you were just waiting for us to break up, weren't you? Too bad I wasn't gonna let that happen. We're in love, Aaliyah. You can't stop us from marrying each other.
Are you kidding? Don't twist the story here. I wasn't waiting on you guys to break up. I was waiting for you to give me the information of the woman you were seeing so I could claim compensation. Since the moment I found out you were cheating on me, I was over you. I have my feelings crystal clear. You're the one who was making me wait to give me information about Ivy.
Well, for your information, I'm not letting you claim compensation against Ivy.
What?
Don't you feel bad for taking money away from your colleague? It's not her fault she fell in love with me. You can't punish someone for falling in love.
I can't believe the words that are coming out of your mouth. You're being completely irrational right now.
Why are you complaining? At least the truth is out now. You know who I've been seeing behind your back. Just be happy with it. Plus, we're no longer together anymore. You and I are over. I just recently turned in our divorce papers, but we've been divorced emotionally long before that.
Divorced emotionally? Is that how you felt about me and our marriage?
I'm not going to get into any details because there's no point in that. I don't even have time right now to be talking to you. Anyways, we're done. You're just a stranger to me now, so shut your big, obnoxious mouth and stop complaining. You're starting to sound like a Karen.
Fine. It seems like you can't even talk peacefully like a mature adult anyway. Plus, there's no point in talking if you filed the divorce papers. I guess it's official now, huh? I'm still claiming compensation for you cheating on me. I know my rights. You're not getting away with this without facing any consequences.
What? What did I tell you about compensation? You're not claiming anything.
You hurt me, David. You destroyed our marriage. I have a right to claim compensation for that. If you feel bad for your new precious wife to pay the price, why don't you pay for her? I'm sure you wouldn't have a problem with that since you probably pay for her all the time. You and Ivy are paying the price of destroying our marriage. Also, don't forget about our property division, too.
There is no way in hell I'm paying you a single penny. I didn't do anything wrong. Why do I owe you money? It's your fault that I stopped loving you and fell in love with Ivy. You were the problem in our relationship, destroying our marriage. I'm the real victim here. If anyone's paying compensation, it'll be you.
Excuse me? How is it my fault?
You used to be so pretty when we first got married, but look at you now. I mean, have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? You've completely let yourself go. You've gained weight. Your face is getting covered with wrinkles. Oh, it's tragic. I didn't find you as attractive anymore. I couldn't look at you like a woman. That's why I chose Ivy, who's young and beautiful over you, who looks like Shrek. Shrek. Now, I admire Ivy because she puts effort into herself. She goes to the gym, gets a facial at least once a month, and eats healthy. She takes good care of herself, and it shows. You, on the other hand, are a couch potato when it comes to beauty. You don't do anything. When was the last time that you visited a hair salon? Anyway, you get my point now, right? I wasn't happy with you anymore because you stopped putting effort into looking good. You're the one who destroyed our marriage. I don't have to pay you anything. It's not my fault that you've become so ugly that I got tired of you.
I didn't put any effort in. Are you kidding? What about that time I wore a dress and you made fun of me saying that I was too old to wear anything like that? Or the time I put on makeup and you said it was too much? You said you preferred a natural look more. How can you be so ignorant and immature at the same time? You're acting like a teenager. You don't understand anything about what I've gone through in life. If you can't love me for who I am, then so be it. Everyone ages, David. Sure, Ivy may be young and beautiful for now, but one day she's going to have wrinkles and stretch marks on her skin too. Plus, you've aged yourself too, David. You're turning 40 this year. Don't act like you're all that perfect. Aging is a natural process.
Now you're just coming up with lame excuses. You should stop that since it's only making you sound lazy. And sure, I am too getting old, but at least I take good care of myself like Ivy does. I work out and I have muscles. Heck, I look like a Hollywood movie star.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that. I admire your confidence.
Yeah, you should learn a thing or two from me and Ivy. Oh, and I'm taking the majority of our property. I was the breadwinner in our relationship, so I deserve it. Our savings is mostly made up of my earnings, not yours.
The only reason for that is because you made me work fewer hours so that I could take care of the house. And you made me pay for our living expenses and insurance out of my income. That's not fair. We're splitting it in half, evenly. I'll talk to my lawyer if you don't grow up and agree to my terms.
Geez, you really can't stop complaining, can you? Just shut up and pack your things and leave the house already. This house belongs to Ivy and me from now on. You're no longer welcome on this property. You better leave soon before I trespass you.
What? You're taking away the house too?
Of course I am. Your mom gave the house to us too. It's mine and I can do whatever I want with it. Goodbye, Aaliyah. I'm glad I'll never have to see you again.
Hey, Alia! Thanks for today. That was really kind of you to set up a farewell party for me at the office. I'm so glad that everyone's happy about my marriage. I'm so grateful to have been part of such a caring team.
For your information, I just helped to set up the party. If you're looking to say a thank you, tell it to your other colleagues. Let me be clear. I'm not okay with this. At all. I'm not happy for you.
Well, I still owe you a thank you since you didn't say anything about the truth to anyone at the office. I mean, the last thing we want is a cheating divorce scandal at the office, am I right? Thank you for keeping it between us.
I didn't do it for you, okay? I just figured that it wouldn't change anything even if I spoke the truth. Plus, I'm too old for causing drama at my workplace. Unlike you.
I'm so glad you're such a mature person. I heard from David that you've packed your things and already moved out of the house. You know, it helps a lot that you're being so cooperative. It makes everything so much easier. I've always been jealous of that beautiful 8-bedroom house with a giant pool and a gorgeous garden. Now I get to call it my home. I can't wait.
Excuse me? No one is giving that house to you. The house is mine. You still owe me compensation. How dare you talk to me about living in my house?
Honey, it's no longer your house anymore. How long are you going to keep denying the fact that you're no longer David's wife? You're starting to sound pathetic. You belong in a small old apartment with cracked walls. You don't deserve to live in that mansion.
Excuse me? You know what? I think there's a misunderstanding. Let me clarify one more thing. That house is my mother's.
What?
The house doesn't even belong to David, so there's no way you two are going to live in that house. The only thing that I've packed up are David's things that I no longer want in my home. Who would want things in their house that remind them of their cheating ex-husband? Not me.
What are you talking about? Your mother owns that mansion? There's no way. You're just lying because you don't want the house to be taken away.
You can say whatever you want, but I'm telling you the truth.
It's David's house! He bought it!
The house property is under my mother's name. David didn't buy it. It was my mother who bought the house for us as our wedding gift. Don't worry, it's not your fault you didn't know. After all, David's not an honest person.
You mean he was lying to me this whole time? Does this mean that we won't be living in that giant house? What about the pool parties we were going to have? What about the built-in movie theater?
I think you should talk to David about that. It seems like a personal conversation you should be having with him, and not me.
Aaliyah, I can't believe you told Ivy about our house. How could you?
What? I was being honest because you weren't. For the record, it's not our house. It's my mother's house.
Yeah, but it was a wedding gift that your mother gave to us, meaning that it's basically our property. Now that we're getting divorced, the house is mine because I'm a man who's about to get married. I have a big future. I need the house. You're single now, so you don't have to live in that big old house. The house is mine.
David, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work like that.
I thought the property name was under my name, though.
Well, it would have been if you'd signed the paper already.
What? Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I remember now. Oh, no. I've completely forgotten about that. I remember that your mother asked me if I wanted to change the house property name to be under mine. And I needed to sign those documents, but I was too busy and I totally forgot.
Sure, you were busy.
Oh, shut up. You know I can be forgetful sometimes. Don't you dare make fun of me. But I can sign them now, right? Where are the papers? Are they home? I'll come over now to sign them. I don't care what you say. I'm getting back my house no matter what. You don't deserve it anyways.
I don't think that's happening. It's too late.
What?
I don't know where to begin. How do you have the audacity to act like you deserve the house when you cheated on me in the first place? You don't even care about paying compensation or dividing our property evenly. I don't think my mother would want to hand the property to someone like you. After all, it's her house. She paid $3 million to buy that house for us. She can do whatever she wants with it. It's her choice to give the house to you or not. Now, if I were you, I would get off my high horse and start apologizing.
Oh, that is not fair at all.
How is it unfair? Why would anyone give a stranger a house for free?
A stranger?
That's what you called me the other day. We're no longer married, so we're just strangers now, right? Oh, but you're welcome to buy the mansion if you'd like. It was $3 million when she bought it, but the price of real estate in Seattle is getting higher every day. I wonder how much it'll be when we list it. Who knows if it's doubled the price?
Are you kidding me right now? There is no way I could afford to pay a price like that.
Well, that's too bad. I guess I'll leave it up to my mother to do what she wants with the mansion. Anyways, we don't want a stranger living in our house, so I'd appreciate it if you could move out as soon as possible. Hurry up before I trespass you.
How dare you? I bet you're enjoying seeing me like this, don't you? You're just trying to get revenge. You are so pathetic, you know that, right? I should have never even ever married you.
Blah, blah, blah. You really do sound like a teenager. I think you have more things in common with a teenage boy than you do with men who are the same age as you.
Oh, shut up, Aaliyah.
I'm just taking action so you'd pay the price for what you did. Speaking of paying, you still owe me compensation, okay? Don't forget.
Yeah, whatever. You keep telling yourself that because I'm not paying any cent on you.
Aaliyah, can we talk right now? Please? It's important.
What do you want, Ivy? Are you going to brag about your trophy husband to me again? Guess what? I don't care.
Aaliyah, please. Hear me out. Please give back the house to David. We need it. Otherwise, we'd have no choice but to file for a divorce.
Already? That lasted less than David and I's marriage. What's the issue? Did David find another girl?
No, you stupid bitch. He's been in a bad mood ever since you told him you're not giving his house back to him. This is all your fault.
Okay, first of all, watch your mouth. Also, I don't know how many times I have to remind you this, but the house was never his to begin with. My mother bought the house, and the property's been under her name ever since the purchase. The only reason it never was under David's name is because he was too careless and forgot to sign the papers when my mother offered to do so, years ago when we were married. And now that we're divorced, we don't owe him anything. My mother is keeping the house as hers.
Look, I'm sorry for my language, but I'm just really stressed out right now, okay? David is saying that it's my fault that I ever mentioned to you about our marriage so soon. He says that if I kept quiet, you wouldn't have backfired like this.
I guess you're starting to see his true colors now, huh?
We're renting an apartment for now. It's not that bad, but it's way less compared to the mansion he used to live in. He won't stop complaining about the smallest things, like having to share a floor with a stranger. I mean, it's an apartment. What does he expect, you know? He's complaining about the view when we're living on the 40th floor in the city. I can't believe he's being so greedy.
Well, I guess that can happen when you have lived in a multi-million-dollar mansion for 7 years.
It's getting worse day by day. I don't think I can take it anymore. Please, you're the only one who can fix the situation. If you give us the house, we can be happy. You have your mom who's rich. She can buy you another house. Just give us the house and let's get it over with.
I don't think so, honey. If you want the house, you can buy it from us. Maybe I can give you a friend's discount. What do you say?
Are you crazy? There's no way I could afford it. I was going to be a stay-at-home wife, not having to worry about money. I was going to live my best life. Pool parties, shopping on weekdays, popping bottles of champagne. Thanks to you, I'm stuck with a complaining, greedy man.
Well, that's too bad. You can always save up, though. David's income isn't bad, so if you two work together, you might be able to buy the house of your dreams someday.
You know I've quit my job. I'm jobless right now.
Why don't you return to the office then? You can say that you're in need of a job since you stole your colleague's husband, but soon realized the importance of money. You know, I don't mind telling everyone the truth.
No! Please don't do that! It'll ruin my reputation! I've bragged about marrying a rich man and not having to worry about money anymore. I can't go back to the way I was before. I'm too embarrassed to face everyone.
Well, you still need to find a job either way since I haven't received my compensation from you guys yet.
How long are you going to say that? You know I don't have money. The only person that'll be paying compensation is David himself.
Yeah, we'll see what he's going to say.
You're making everything complicated right now. You know this is all your fault, right? If you would have kindly given us the house, David wouldn't be so angry right now. You don't even deserve to be living in that house anyways.
You need to give up on the house, honey. I'm honestly tired of hearing you guys drool over it, so I might as well get rid of it by selling it.
What?
You see, my mother and I were thinking of living in the house together, but we figured that it'd be way too much space for just 2 people. She spoke to the realtor and we're thinking of selling it. It's located near the city, but has plenty of parks and nature surrounding it. The house is in great condition as well. I'm sure the house will be sold in no time. Who knows if you'd ever be able to buy the house if someone else purchases it.
Please don't do that. We really want the house. I'm sorry about everything. Please forgive us.
It's too late, Ivy. You know, you used to be so nice when we first met. I was assigned as your supervisor to look after you since you were new, fresh out of college. You were like a younger sister to me. That's why I loved hearing about your love life, and I was genuinely worried for you when you told me you were going to marry a married guy. Little did I know you were dating my husband this entire time. Despite all of this, I still think we had a beautiful friendship, Ivy. It's a shame it had to end like this.
Liam, I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what's come over me. I guess I was jealous that you seemed to have it all.
Well, the grass is always greener on the other side, isn't it? I think you'll start to realize the mistakes you've made soon, including marrying David, out of all people. You're still young. I hope you take this as a learning lesson.
Please, is there anything I could do to fix this?
No, not really. All I can do is wish you good luck with your marriage. Goodbye, Ivy.
No, please, wait. Don't leave me. Aaliyah! I'm sorry! Aaliyah!
Since David and Ivy didn't pay me compensation after waiting for weeks, I decided to have my lawyer take action. Apparently, they were trying hard to save money to buy the house that they forgot about it. Thanks to my lawyer, my compensation was paid in full price. But it left David and Ivy with less money that they had to give up on buying the mansion. After all, Mom decided it was better to sell the mansion. Not only was it too big for us to live in, but she felt it had a bad omen after hearing about Ivy and David having so much desire for it. Just as expected, the house was sold within a week. With the money she got from selling the house, Mom bought me a new apartment in the city, near my office. It has amazing views and it has the right space for me. David became even more angry with Ivy and they fought every day. One day, they had a fight outside the apartment where people could see and hear them. Ivy got so angry that she accidentally spilled the truth of their relationship for the whole neighborhood to hear, that David had been cheating on me with her. People in the apartment began to gossip, and to their surprise, David's colleague was living in the same apartment. Rumors spread like fire at his office, and his reputation was ruined, making him move down to a lower department. His income was also reduced. Ivy got so fed up with him that she decided to file for a divorce. So much for nothing, right? Their marriage didn't even last for 6 months. They should have been happy with the new apartment they were living in. David should have kept his high-income job and paid me the compensation. But look what happened, all because of greed. I guess that's what you get when you're focused too much on money. I hope the two have learned their lesson. Thanks for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.
Louise! OMG! How have you been? How long has it been since that last time you and I talked? I think the last time that I saw you had to be at least about 3 months ago at the class reunion, right? Although we didn't really say much to each other before we left, huh?
Why am I not surprised to see you blowing up my phone with all of these stupid messages? How did you even get this number? I don't remember ever giving it to you, Paula.
Yes, hi, Louise. Yes, I'm fine too. Oh, I just asked around at the class reunion if anyone had your number. I just told people that you left the reunion before we had a chance to exchange numbers. It really wasn't that hard.
Let me guess. Nobody at the reunion even knew that you and I are no longer friends, huh? That's why they had no problem giving you my number when you asked.
What are you talking about? Of course we're friends. We're best friends, don't you remember? Do you really not even think of us as friends anymore? 'Cause that would just break my heart.
Oh, please. I don't know who you're trying to fool. Can we just cut the games out already?
Well, okay, fine then. I guess we'll just have to do things your way then, won't we? But you know that there is one big reason that a lot of people still think of us as best friends, right?
Why would someone ever still think that we're friends?
Well, after all, you brought such a great man for me, didn't you?
I never introduced anyone to you. Certainly not anyone I thought you would want to date.
Oh, no. I guess you still don't really get it yet, do you? Oh, you poor, stupid little thing!
What the hell? Can you just spit it out already? This conversation is a waste of time if all you're going to do is beat around the bush.
Oh, I see. I guess you must really not know what I'm talking about if that is all you have to say to me. I mean, did you really not even notice that I took your husband home with me on the night of the class reunion?
What are you talking about? And just who might that be?
Oh, come on. Don't play dumb with me. Your husband. After the class reunion, him and I stopped by a motel on the way home.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about, Paula. And you know what? I don't think that you have any idea either.
What is it with you? I mean, is that all you have to say to me for stealing your husband from you? Or are you just in shock or something? OMG! That has got to be it! You're probably just still in shock that even though we're not in high school anymore, I still have the power to take whatever's yours. I can always swoop in and steal whatever you've got, you know. From right under your nose. But I guess these kinds of things just happen, huh? I mean, I can't say that I blame him. I'm much more of a catch than you are.
You're obviously very proud of yourself for doing such an awful thing to someone that you call your friend. But the fact of the matter is that I'm not married and I don't have a husband.
Wait, what? Oh, please.
And besides, right now I'm actually not even living in town. I had to move for work, so I was just visiting here for the reunion.
Are you just making up some kind of lie to me because you don't want to admit that I stole your husband from you? That is so lame. You know that?
You can say whatever you want, but it isn't going to change the facts.
What are you even saying? I'm so confused right now.
I am pretty confused myself, if I'm honest. I really have no idea what made you think that I was married. But I am telling you the truth right now. Whether or not you choose to believe me is totally up to you, though. And frankly, I don't really care either way. I just think that you should be a bit careful about whatever it is that you think you're doing, Paula.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to scare me or something right now?
Anyways, I have some errands to run, so I am going to get going. All right?
Aha! I get it now. You really were just lying, and now you're trying to run away from the truth. You are such a sore loser, Louise.
Louise, darling, are you there? Hey, Mom. Sure. Is everything okay? Well, the thing is that I have a guest here who is saying that they would like to talk to you. Okay. About what? Who is it? Well, she says she's Paula's sister-in-law. Wait, Paula as in Paula who I used to go to school with? Is that who you're talking about right now? I believe so, yes. This young woman claims to be Paula's husband's sister. I asked her if she could show me some ID, and she doesn't appear to be lying about who she is. Wait a second. You said Paula's husband? So then, that means that she's married, right? Oh, that's right. I forget that you and Paula don't really talk anymore, right? Yeah, I only saw her about 3 months ago at the class reunion that I went to, but we didn't even say hi or anything. That's right! I remember you telling me a little bit about that after you got back from it. Yeah, but I had no idea that she was married. So, what does Paula's sister-in-law want to talk to me about? Apparently, she wants to know about your husband. My husband? What is that supposed to mean? She wants to know if I'm married? Well, I already told her that you weren't. Then she asked if you were seeing anyone or engaged to anyone. But I told her that I didn't think that you were in any relationship right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone at all. I'm really just focusing on myself right now. There isn't even anyone that I remotely like right now. Well, I kind of told this woman that as well. She seemed to understand and then apologized for everything. Wow, that's really weird. And is she still there? No, she left already. I wonder what this woman wanted with me or why she thought that I was married. I just don't get it. Well, I think she had some things that she wanted to talk with you directly about and that she didn't really want to ask in front of me. Okay. She gave me her phone number and I gave her yours, but hope you didn't mind that, honey. Okay, no worries. I just know that Paula has something to do with this. So maybe it would be a good idea to talk to her sister-in-law and get to the bottom of this. I think that might be in both of your best interests, yes. She said that she would try and get in touch with you sometime today. Oh, okay. Wow. I guess that I'll keep an eye out for her call or text then. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, Louise! We have so much to talk about. Like about how I'm in a seaside bungalow on a beautiful beach with your husband right
Hi, Paula. Can I help you with anything?
Oh, please, don't play dumb with me. Your husband hasn't even been home for 5 days, has he? Well, if you were wondering where he ran off to, he's busy playing with me. You know, I was pretty surprised. I mean, you really know how to pick them, don't you? I have to say that your man is just really great all around. And we have so much in common, too. We are really just the perfect match for each other. It's just amazing. Oh, right. That reminds me that before you got home today, your husband and I were busy making out all over the house.
Oh, right. That actually reminds me, Paula. I heard that you got married.
You did? And who told you? Was it one of our old classmates? Not like it really matters either way.
So even though you're married, you're running around with this guy that you think is my husband? What is it that you want from me, Paula?
Well, I just love lording this over you. But if you must know, I've grown quite tired of my husband and I don't really want him anymore. I've been thinking about divorce for some time now.
Wait, are you serious? You want to divorce your husband?
Uh-huh. The thing is that my husband is quite sick and has been in the hospital for a while now. It doesn't seem like he's getting any better, so I don't think that he's going anywhere soon. And if he isn't going to work and earn money, then that means that my whole reason for marrying him will be pointless. I mean, you can't marry for money if there is no money, you know?
So basically, you're just looking for a new husband who you can live off of?
In a nutshell, yes. But honestly, who would have guessed that a man like Brandon would have become your husband? I remember that he was always so quiet and just a little bit nerdy in high school. But when I was talking to him at the reunion and found out that he ran his own company, I have to admit, I was shocked. I just knew that I had to make him mine right then and there. And so I did. Now I'm pregnant with his baby, so you can go ahead and just divorce him for me now.
Wait. Oh, wow. Hold on a second. You're pregnant with this guy's baby? Are you serious?
This guy? I haven't touched my husband in over 2 years, so there is no way this baby belongs to anyone but my very special Brandon. Anyway, if you wouldn't mind divorcing your husband as soon as you can, it would make this whole process a lot easier. Thanks!
Paula, I don't know any other way to break this to you, but your husband's funeral is today.
What? What are you talking about?
I'm not there at the funeral, but the whole thing is being held by your husband's older sister. I forgot her name, sorry.
That would be Michelle.
I heard that everyone in the family and his friends there are wondering why you're not at the funeral right now. I'm assuming that you turned your phone off, but now everyone is wondering where you are.
Hold on a second. My husband is not dead.
Well, Michelle and I have each other's number, you see.
What? Are you serious? Why are you talking to my sister-in-law?
She told me about how you never even went to visit your husband ever since he was put in the hospital. Obviously, she wasn't going to be okay with that. I heard she saw you with a man. I guess that being Brandon, too. She knows about the affair, doesn't she?
You mean that she saw us together?
That's right. She saw you and Brandon together. The last time she saw you, she managed to secretly get a hold of your phone and she saw that you were talking to me. Then she went to my mom, who eventually helped her find me.
I just don't even know what to say right now. This is all so crazy.
But while all this was happening, your husband's condition worsened, and the day after you left to go on your little trip with Brandon, he passed away.
That can't be right. No, this wasn't supposed to happen like this.
And the funeral is being held today, but I guess that you just haven't been reading any of your messages at all.
I was having so much fun with Brandon that I was hardly even looking at my phone at all. I had no idea about any of this.
Michelle told me about how you always just ignore your messages and you don't usually get back to people for days at a time. But this time, you missed the message about your poor late husband.
But I had no idea. I had no idea of knowing what was going on at all. This isn't my fault. I didn't know.
I'm not really surprised about that. After all, you never even bothered visiting him while he was sick.
Well, now I'm the one who feels sick. How did it all come to this?
Oh, and by the way, you really should know that I'm not Brandon's wife. Brandon was married to Lois from history class.
Hold on, what? What do you mean by that? That can't be right.
I think that you must have mixed up our names because they're spelled so similar. But I can't believe that you never even bothered to double check. Huh.
Wait a second. This... Louise... I don't know what to say anymore.
But you do remember Lois, right? She was the daughter of some big rich guy company president. And I'm pretty sure that the only reason Brandon has the job that he has now is because of his marriage to the founder's daughter. But I've heard that he's not really cut out for the job at all and that people are looking for any excuse to get him out of that position.
You can't be serious about that, right? They want Brandon to lose his job?
Or at least not be leading the company. But now that everyone knows about your affair, I can't see him keeping his position for very long.
You mean that he could really be fired over something so small?
It might not be small to the people who make the big decisions.
But then, if he loses his job, then what was even the point of sleeping with him? And he's not even your husband? And my husband died and I didn't even know about it? I don't know how much more of this I can take. This is just horrible.
Oh, right. And there are more messages that Michelle wanted me to pass along to you if you ever reached out to me.
What is it? Haven't I been through enough? This isn't fair.
She wanted me to let you know that you won't be getting a penny from your late husband.
What did you say? Why the heck not?
Well, a lot of money was spent covering for his medical expenses, so that already reduced what he had in his savings. But now that people know about your affair, you won't be getting anything either. It was actually your husband's final wish that you get nothing from him.
So then, you're telling me that my dead husband knew that I was cheating on him?
I don't have all the details, but apparently, yes, he did. You should ask Michelle about this, though.
But... No. She's so scary and mean. I hate having to talk to her. I am sure that she hates me.
If she didn't before, she probably certainly does now. But she also said that she is going straight to where you are to pick you up and drag you back home. So I hope you do get to talk all about things on the way home.
Wait, no, please, you can't just leave me like this. It isn't fair. This wasn't how things were supposed to go.
I didn't hear from Paula ever again after that. I guess Michelle and all the family that she brought along must have shown up at her house or something and took care of her. As for Brandon, him and his wife got a divorce and he lost his job as the CEO of the company. In addition, he also had to pay Lois a hefty sum in alimony. So he ended up leaving Paula as they both needed to focus on paying off their debts and gaining back the trust from their friends and family again. Paula now lives alone in a tiny apartment, and apparently she's living a very miserable life right now. And it serves her darn right. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.